Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the day 70 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. So when thinking about the greatest NBA duos of all time, of course you're gonna think of John Stockton and Karl Malone, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaq and Kobe, Bob Cousy and Bill Russell, names like that. Well, I'm here today to tell you guys that there could soon be another great duo added to the all-time NBA duos list. And that duo is Jabari Parker and Giannis Atentokounmpo. I know I give Giannis a lot of love, a lot of praise on this channel. Quite frankly, it's because he deserves it. He deserves it. He wasn't being talked about as much. So, I'm trying to open people's eyes to just how good this man really freaking is, which is going to be hard to do. But the problem with this is, the problem with talking about Giannis so much is it often overshadows someone else who is doing great things in Milwaukee, and that's Jabari Parker. Giannis and Jabari Parker have been doing amazing things for the Bucks so far this season. Look, they're 17-16 on the year, 17-16, just above 500, which doesn't seem too impressive whatsoever, alright? That doesn't seem too impressive at all. But if you look at where they were projected to end up before the season started, ESPN had them finishing 13th in the Eastern Conference with a 36-46 record. 13th in the Eastern Conference with a 36-46 record. And right now, it for sure looks like the Bucks are going to be a playoff team, at least without their best shooter in Chris Middleton. So you can only imagine how good they would be right now if they had him. If they had Chris Middleton, they would be so much better than they would be with Tony Snell in the starting lineup. That's just facts. I mentioned this a lot, but on the season, Giannis is averaging like 24 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals a game. The only player averaging over 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks a game. If I had to place a bet on one player to have a quadruple double in the foreseeable future, it would be Giannis Atentokounmpo. But like I said, don't let this distract you from the man Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker this year could be a most improved candidate. No one's winning it over Giannis, like I said before, but Jabari Parker should be getting some votes for that award as well. This year he came back thinner, he lost weight, he's much more explosive and much more athletic and a better shooter than he was last year, in which was basically his rookie season last year. He's averaging 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Giannis is 22, Jabari is 21. 22 and 21, both averaging over 20 points per game, and are already leading a team to a playoff berth in the Eastern Conference. This is a recipe for something extremely special, especially since the two have already shown that they basically are made to play with each other. In the open court, Giannis and Jabari is a scary thing. I'm talking about like Dwayne Wade and LeBron James in the open court 2.0. That's just to measure how dangerous they are in the open court. And of course, the Eastern Conference is still going to be ruled by LeBron James for the foreseeable future, the next 4 or 5 years, or maybe longer. I mean, LeBron James isn't freaking human. He could play till he's 50. Eventually, a team will have to overtake LeBron James. Eventually, the day will come where a team overthrows him for his reign of the Eastern Conference. And if you're talking about in 4 or 5 years, that's when this team, the freaking Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jabari Parker, will both be around 25 to 26 years old, just entering their prime. Jabari Parker, Giannis Antetokounmpo are already good enough, and then if you consider the other young talent they have, or young prospects, in Malcolm Brogdon and Thon Maker, it almost doesn't freaking seem fair. Alright, so the Chicago Bulls got the win last night. Oh, Jimmy gets buckets. 52 points. 52 points. Now, the past 3 days, I have made a video about freaking Isaiah Thomas getting 52, James Harden's triple-double with 53 points, 16 rebounds, 17 assists, and then Kyle Lowry's hot shooting 41 points. And Jimmy Butler does deserve his own video, but at the same time, it's just hard to talk about Jimmy Butler when the Chicago Bulls overall are in a state of emergency, basically, with Rajon Rondo. He's doing the same thing that he did to Dallas to them, and they're probably going to trade him, but the thing is, I'm not quite sure what team wants a Rondo, and yeah, that could be a problem. 52 points in the game, and 17 came in the final 4 minutes. The man freaking took over and willed this team to win in the final 4 minutes of the game against the Charlotte Hornets. James Harden had his 3rd consecutive triple-double on the season. He didn't shoot the ball well this game. He finished with 23 points on 6 of 24 shooting, and also had 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals. Regardless if he shot the ball well or not, all that matters is the Houston Rockets got the win. Alright, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, he got a triple-double. The Houston Rockets got the win. That's all anyone will remember. Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, hands down. No other person's winning 6th man. It's Eric Gordon, hands down. Yesterday, he had 31 points. 31 points, 6 of 12 from 3 and 11 of 18 from the field, as the Houston Rockets get the 101-91 win over the Washington Wizards. This wasn't the prettiest game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It wasn't the prettiest at all. The Pelicans pretty much gave them all they can handle. It was a very low scoring game, but the Pelicans did give them all they could handle. The Cleveland Cavaliers still came up with a win, 90-82. LeBron James led the way with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Richard Jefferson had 12 points and 12 rebounds off the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are still without Kyrie Irving. For the Pelicans though, Anthony Davis had 20 points, 17 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He didn't shoot the ball well, 10 of 27 from the field, but Buddy Hield did. Buddy Hield shot the ball well, and he's still progressing as a rookie. He's looking like he found his shot, which is great. I am so happy for the Pelicans. I am so happy for my twin Buddy Hield. He's coming into his own. He had 20 points last night, 6 of 13 from the field, and 4 of 6 from 3. The Golden State Warriors were the first team to win 30 games this season. No real big surprise here. The Golden State Warriors are pegged to have the best record once again in the NBA this year. Steph, Katie, and Clay all scored over 20 points. Katie with 21, Stephen Curry at 22, and Klay Thompson at 25. And Draymond Green had a triple-double with 15 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds. The Clippers needed this win. They absolutely needed this win. Still no Chris Paul, and of course, still no Blake Griffin, but they got the 109-98 win over the Phoenix Suns last night. Doc Rivers and his son remained in the game. His son didn't do much. Austin Rivers had a very poor game from the field, 2 of 11, only had 9 points. But JJ Redick and Jamal Crawford gave the Clippers just enough offense to get the win. JJ Redick got 22 points, and Jamal Crawford chipped in with 18 points off the bench. And for the Suns, this is another young team that could be good in the future. I really like TJ Warren. I do really like TJ Warren. He's probably not a guy most of you guys know about, but he's a really freaking solid player. Last night he had 24 points and 8 rebounds. The New York Knicks dropped another game. This time they were without Porzingis. No Porzingis for the New York Knicks as they lose to the Orlando Magic 115-103. Jody Meeks, Aaron Gordon, and Serge Ibaka all had good games for the Magic. 22 for Serge, 22 for Gordon, and 23 for Meeks. Man, George Hill has to be the most unlucky player in the NBA this year. He just can't freaking stay healthy. He's having a really great year, but he's only played like, what, 10 games? He's out with a concussion apparently now. But the Utah Jazz still got the win over the Brooklyn Nets. I'll say it once again, I'm going to say it every freaking video he plays. Gordon Hayward should be an all-star this year. He shouldn't start, but the coaches better pick him off the bench. 30 points for Gordon Hayward, 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks for Rudy Gobert. And Shelvin Mack and Rodney Hood chipped in with 15 each for the Utah Jazz. And once again, Brook Lopez manages not to get posterized, so congratulations. And that about wraps up all the action of the Day 70 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NBA videos, and comment down below, guys, who you guys will think will be the best duo in the NBA. The best young duo in the NBA, comment down below who you guys believe it is. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Buckets, Team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace!